Alrighty guys, NASCAR 25's been out for, let's see here, almost a week now, as of my recording of this. So that is a week of gameplay for the console players. Obviously, us PC guys still waiting for the wonderful day known as November 11th, which is also Veterans Day, so that'll be fun. But anyways, release notes for NASCAR 25. What have they worked on? What have they fixed? Let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back to the TheCombustionGamer YouTube channel, and we're talking about NASCAR 25 and what all they have so far worked on or patched. So let's get into what they have done so far. So patch number 2, a patch for PS5 will soon be available that will address the following: force feedback improvement for wheels, crash fix, paint kit, fix for cautions on the last lap, race ends instead of GWC, so green, white, checkered, fix to ghost player car immediately. So obviously with the fix for caution on the last lap, the race wasn't ending. They was going to a green, white, checkered. So they had to fix that, obviously, because on the last lap, if you already saw the white lap, it's over. Fix to ghost player car immediately when cutting the track in online races, and other minor fixes and improvements. Additional updates for Xbox will be communicated in the coming days. So that was the update number 2 for the original release there. Then we had patch number 3. In patch number 3, what did we do on this one? So obviously I haven't paid attention to what's going on, so this is my first time seeing what all got fixed or whatnot. I know that there was force feedback issues. Sounded like there was some other bug that I remember, but for the most part it was force feedback that I heard mostly about. So let's see what else we got. Xbox users in patch 3 here. You'll see a pre-scheduled patch go live shortly that has the following fixes: fixed 100% achievement not unlocking. Wow, okay. So somebody had already gotten to 100% achievement and it hadn't unlocked. That's impressive. Fixed inactive career series cars getting worn if not selected in career. Oh, that's not bad. That's not good. So in other words, you had multiple cars set up, and the car that you raced got worn out, but the cars that were sitting at the shop, they got worn out too, so you had to work on all of those. That's good that got fixed. Fixed a rare online lobby crash, so they got that fixed. Fixed for lap time online lobby start position display being incorrect. Well, that's helpful. Nice to know what's going on with that. And other fixes and enhancements, which they didn't really go into, but that's what they did there. So they're still working actively on the wheel improvements, yada yada yada. So that was mostly for Xbox, was patch 3 there. Then we go over to patch number 4. This came out on October 13th. We've got another update going out for PS5 users. Here are the notes: tuned force feedback in all wheels, added FF leveling slider, added FF overdrive slider, added FF impact boost slider, and added an option to enable a centering spring effect. This update will be available on Xbox within the next day or two. So initially came out on PS5, would come out later on Xbox. So that's your patch 4. That was mostly for the force feedback, and apparently they added sliders and stuff to be able to adjust your force feedback, so that's nice. Alright, then we got the update on October 14th, and this is for Xbox users. Fixed a paint kit crash. So I'm guessing that's something to do with the paint booth or something within that paint area that got fixed. Fixed driver entry list issue where names overlap waiting for players. Okay, so they got that. Removed yellow and black flags from event lobbies. Interesting. Changed quit points from 50 to 10. Changed quit points from 50 to 10. What in the world does that mean? I'm guessing that's multiplayer or something, but I'm not sure what that means. Changed quit points. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Fixed cautions on the last lap. Race ends instead of green, white, checker. So they got that fixed for Xbox in this particular patch. Reduced amount of bump draft player receives when leading. That was an issue that I do remember, that the player just kept getting pushed instead of the AI trying to go around them. So now that's fixed, where the AI actually tries to get around the player driver and be able to actually beat him. So that's nice. fixed ghosting, so cars go transparent immediately when cutting corners. That's only online. Tuned force feedback in all wheels and added the leveling slider, the overdrive slider, impact boost slider. Added an option to enable a centering spring effect. So this was part of the update for obviously PlayStation, so it finally made it to Xbox. And also we got a little bit of an update of the different paint scheme updates. So we got to see some different updates there. Pacific Office, Napa 100 Years. We got to see some different Ross Chastain paint schemes, Grant Infinger. So different paint schemes here listed, not necessarily shown, but listed at least for you to be able to see in game. Obviously we got the beautiful Lawson paint scheme there, but yeah, showed us the different paint schemes from the October pack. That's nice. Patch number 6, this came out on October 15th. We've got an update with some fixes going out to PlayStation and Xbox, so both this time. Here's what's in it. A fixed crash that would sometimes occur in Korea when using the custom repairs option when fixing your car. Well, that's nice. Nice to have that fixed. Fixed for lobby multiplayer crash. Fixed crash in championship mode that would occur when backing out of creating a new championship after selecting your season. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, because sometimes it's like, oops, I hit too many buttons too quick, and you kind of need to back up. That's nice to have. Changed car reset button to only work when under 5 miles per hour. That's a smart move. Yep, be going 15 or more miles per hour and you hit reset. Yeah, that could be an issue for the AI. Fixed issue with Fanatec wheels, sometimes losing force feedback when disconnecting and reconnected the wheel. Retune the advanced control settings. So that's the updates. Patch number 6 for October 15th. Then came around October 16th and patch number 7, and this one is for PlayStation and Xbox. Fixed issue with AI tire wear and AI fuel consumption settings. Fixed an at-track audio crash, FMOD. So I'm guessing that, I don't think that's causing the actual game to crash, but it's causing a crash of the audio. So the audio is doing weird things in the background is what I would assume that is. And they also did some performance improvements to the Xbox Series S, which that I definitely heard needed to be worked on. That was an issue. People were having a lot of graphical errors and stuff going on that they need fixed. So hopefully October 16th they actually worked and fixed it. Then patch number 8 comes along on October 17th. Patch 8 for NASCAR 25 should now be live on PlayStation and Xbox. Address the career crash at IRP when running 2 series at the same time. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Definitely want to be able to run multiple series at that track right there, which of course is Lucas Oil Raceway, if I remember correctly. Beautiful track, lots of fun there. So adjust the career crash there, so that was an issue. Increase the effect of the drafting sliders in the driving setting tab, so you can get a little bit more fine-tuned on that, sounds like. And also tuned amount of time cars spend completing at-track pit tasks. Interesting, so tuned amount of time cars spend. So I'm not sure if that's the player's car, if that's the AI car, but still they did a little bit of work on that, so that's nice to know. Then we say hello to patch number 9, which came out on October 18th. Happy Dega Weekend. Fixed rare yellow flag bug that did not trigger pit options. Yep, that's an issue. That's an issue. So that's nice to have that fixed. Improved AI passing behavior of damaged AI cars. Interesting. So I guess they were getting, if I remember correctly, they were getting like stuck or something behind the damaged cars and wouldn't go around them. I think that's the issue that I heard about, so that's hopefully that did fix that. Fixed saving / loading of player team name and logo in career mode. That's definitely an issue. Nice to have that fixed. Adjusted controller vibration tuning. Good. Adjusted incident slider tuning. So I fine-tuned that where you have on-track incidents, so you can switch that around. And address some online multiplayer crashes. So fixed a few more multiplayer issues there. And then we see patch number 10 for October 21st, which is just yesterday. And this is what they worked on here. We've got a good update coming tonight. Here are your patch notes. Addressed new pitting options for tire pressure and wedge. That was an issue that I did hear about, is that they did not have some customization options when pitting, so you couldn't adjust too many of these settings. So now it sounds like you can actually fix those options. You can adjust tire pressure and wedge is what I'm going to take from that. That's huge, because it sounded like you could basically, all you could do is change tires, do fuel, and maybe something else, fix damage. So now you can adjust tire pressure and wedge, which is nice. So I think if I saw correctly, you could do that slightly in custom setup, but it wasn't really that much. So now having this in, so you can actually adjust it during the race, that's going to be nice. Adjust a rare save file issue, so your files weren't saving apparently. Adjusted cup career pot levels. Cup career pot levels. Oh, okay, so pots, you have the multiple level of pots that you're able to buy and then install onto your vehicles, so that you can get better performance. So they adjusted those. So those are probably going to be price, or what part particularly is a better part for you to put in the car, something like that. So this is what I would assume. And then updated driver ratings with data from Racing Insights. So they have updated the driver ratings since Talladega and whatnot, so that's interesting. So they have actively updated that. They don't really show us that, but still pretty interesting. Alright, and that is all the patch notes that we have on NASCAR 25 so far. Obviously the game is out for you two guys. Check out. We got career mode, we got the drivers, we got the tracks, we got screenshots, we got videos. See what kind of screenshots we got, and looks like we got some nice looks actually at career mode, which is pretty cool here. Nice, got the nice little speed bar. We got look at the career. Love this shot right here. This is still probably like one of my favorite shots, having all the cars lined up here on the track. That's really, really cool. Also, you can see some homage to NASCAR Heat 5 here with the dirt cars in the background. So some NASCAR Heat 5 homage, which is pretty neat. So there, hadn't seen that before. And then looking through here, yeah, it looks really good. One thing that I still have not seen is expenses in career mode. So if anyone has been playing career mode and you guys know that there are actually expenses, let me know, because other people that I've been watching as I wait patiently for November 11th, hint hint, not very patiently, I have not seen any real I haven't seen any expenses in this game, so that's kind of disappointing if that is indeed the case. But yeah, we're still waiting to see what's all in career mode. So anyways, I have liked how the point system works for repairs and reputation stuff. Seems like you need to have a little bit more negative reputation that can kind of lower your reputation. You have to work to keep that up there, but still seems like it's pretty good career mode, all things considered. But still would like to see a little bit more cost to doing things on track, cost to doing things at the shop. And I'd like to see more cost when it comes to hiring people and whatnot. So, anyways, definitely some more work that they can do in the game. And obviously they're doing more patches, but still, looks pretty cool nonetheless. Still excited to get my hands on it. And it sounds like the racing is pretty good, all things considered. Maybe some issues on super speedways. But the majority I've heard is really good racing physics, actually. Crashes don't sound like they're that great, but the actual racing product is pretty good. So, definitely excited to learn a new game, so that'll be fun. Anyways, guys, that is it for us today. Hopefully you enjoyed. Just wanted to go over and see what kind of updates and whatnot they had been doing there. And obviously we've got plenty of patch notes and whatnot that have come out so far. So anyways, that is it for us today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We will be having NASCAR 25 content come November. And that is going to be it for us today. Thank you so much. God bless.
The prize is near.